Hello, my name is Marie Laveria, and my channel is called Living a Simple Life and Finding Your Rhythm LLC. And today I am speaking about 7 areas that I maintain decluttering as I practice minimalism. So I've been living in this cottage now for 3.5 years, and I absolutely love my life, my simple life, my way of keeping it the way that I want it to be, or maintaining my decluttering and my simpleness of my life, is by revisiting with my possessions. All of my possessions I review every probably 2 to 4 times a year. I go through everything and I see if I want to keep them all and get rid of a few things more. And every time I do that, I have like a shopping bag from a food store, and the big ones with the handles, and I fill it up with stuff. Sometimes it's half full, and sometimes a few items, and sometimes it's 2 bags. Because minimalism is a process, and when I moved here, I had a lot more things than I do now because I was able to get through a year or 2 or 3 without using some certain things, and then I knew that I didn't really need them anymore. So I continue to do that. And so I call this the 7 areas that I maintain decluttering. And with the clothing, I really have not added any clothing. I've just replaced a few pairs of jeans that became, the old ones had holes in them, and I got new ones. Other than that, I keep the same wardrobe that I've had because I love what I have, and I have a very simple wardrobe: black shirts, 3/4 sleeves, and long jeans for the winter or the colder weather. And in the warmer weather, it's shorts, jeans, shorts, and short sleeve V-neck black shirts. I know it's simple. I have a few things that I can wear if I have to go to some place that jeans wouldn't be appropriate. But other than that, that's my wardrobe, my daily wardrobe. Very simple in my footwear. And in my kitchen area, I slowly get rid of my dishes that I don't need and my cookware. That has been harder to do quickly because I always had everything I needed, and I always had a lot of stuff. So I'm slowly eliminating that. But I do it every 2 to 4 times a year. I go through everything, and that's when I actually keep tab on that. And my books is the same. Before I moved here, I had over 3,000 books. Now I have 85, and 13 of them are cookbooks. So those are my possessions and how I keep tab and maintaining, practicing minimalism with my possessions. The other area that I talk about in practicing minimalism is with my thoughts or my time. I'll start with the time thing, time management, or using my time to the best for me. Not wasting time and not doing things that don't give me joy. So I kind of monitor that on a daily basis by my moods. If I feel rushed and sort of stressed, then I know that my time is not being managed correctly. So I go back and review, what do I need to eliminate, and that kind of thing. Then the third way or area that I like to monitor and maintain is my positive thoughts. If I have negative thoughts going on, I realize that because emotionally, again, I'm not feeling right. And so I take the time to figure out what's going on and maybe look at my grateful journal so I can remember things to be grateful about. Sometimes that helps us snap out of our negative thinking. Other times, I do an affirmation, and an affirmation will help me counter the negative thought, or energy psychology technique may be what I need. That's the stronger medicine, and that helps me move forward from the negative thinking. Then my decluttering of my finances or the financial status is very daily, really. It doesn't take long to get into financial distress. So I have been very good about staying out of that. I have a small piece of paper with all of the expenses that I have to pay every month, and I know what my income's going to be, pretty much. and I make it work, and I'm able to save money. I really want to do that, and I think because of the intention, it happens. And I never buy anything over $100 without thinking about it for a few weeks. And when I go food shopping, I make my list. I make my menu. I pick out my meals. I know what I need. I know what I have. It's a way to save money again. So I don't live with want. I have everything I want and more. But I am careful with monitoring cash, finances, not wasting money. The fifth way is to maintain my practice of minimalism is decluttering my life, what gives my life meaning. So for me, and I think for a lot of people, it's the creative expressions that we allow ourselves to participate in. I love photography. I use my phone to take pictures of nature, and I have a lot of nature opportunities here. And I also love to write. So I write often, at least 2 or 3 times a week. I do both of these things. So people, for our mental health and our feeling like we have meaning to our lives, it's important to have creative expressions. So I monitor how well I'm doing and allowing myself to have time to do that. And then the 6th place is I declutter my ability to practice well-being. Well-being for me is taking a walk every day, either on the beach or in a nature trail, and to eat healthy foods, healthy meals. And I don't know if it's because of my age, but I forget, what meals do I like, or what meals can I make? The quick ones, or the ones that aren't, too long to make. Sometimes I'm short on time. So I created a little folder with all of my favorite recipes, my favorite meals, and I have a list of them in the front, and then all the recipes are inside in these plastic sleeves that I can take out and not get dirty when I'm cooking. And I add to it as I try new recipes, and I love them. So to eat healthy for me, it has to taste good. I have to love it. And do exercise. I have to love what I do for exercise, because people set themselves up for failure when they create for themselves exercises and meals healthy, but they don't like them. They won't do them. So that's how I look at that. And then the last area that I maintain decluttering is my work. When I moved here, I had an office up the road, a few miles. And then COVID came, and I had to move home for my work. And I'm a mental health provider, and I do telehealth, and I love it. So I kept it. I didn't go back to the office. I let go of the office, and I work from home 2 days a week. I do telehealth as a mental health provider, and I save money on my office space and gas and car repairs or whatever usage. And I love it because it's simple for me, and I can service people all over the state of Maine that otherwise couldn't have services necessarily in the northern area. Sometimes it's hard to find providers. So I can service everybody as far as they are, because it's all done on the computer. And so I have created for myself an opportunity to make income that fits me. And I keep that. I was 3 days a week. I went to 2 days a week. I'm at retirement age right now, so I decided to meet myself halfway and call myself semi-retired, working 2 days a week, and it works for me. So I hope this was helpful. Maintaining our practice of minimalism is extremely important, and we all do it differently, so we all have different ways to maintain. So that's all I have to say. I'll see you next time. Thank you.